Okay, so Moshville Times, we are here at Bloodstock 2023, and I am here with ATF Sinner from Hate. How are you doing?
Pretty good. Thank you.
So Hate played on the Ronnie James Dio stage about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago. How was the show?
I had fun. It was good. It's a great pleasure being here. The audience is amazing here. So yeah, I love the show.
Good. Would you like to bring Hate back to Bloodstock another time in the future?
Oh, absolutely. We'll be working on it for sure.
Nice one. So overall, how did you find the experience of even the backstage and stuff at Bloodstock? How has that been for Hate being here for your first time?
Actually, it's been pretty hectic here. Okay. We're pressed for time, but I'm not going to complain about it. It's normal procedures at pretty much every summer festival.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah. But the show itself was really good, and as I say, I love the audience here. So we'll definitely be trying to come back next year and the next years.
Nice one. So while you're here, will Hate be hanging around a little bit to see some bands, or do you have to leave straight after your interviews?
We're staying.
Yes. Is there anyone you're excited to see while you're here?
To be honest, I cannot see my favorite bands here today. To be completely honest with you, but yes, but maybe tomorrow.
Nice.
Yeah, I need to see because still don't know exactly what time I'm leaving. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's an element of improvisation to it, you know.
Yeah.
But it's a great atmosphere, and yeah, I would love to stay until the end.
Yeah. Well, good. I'm glad that you and the rest of the band are getting the opportunity to relax a little bit while you're here as well. You know, the work is done. So we'll talk about obviously the band a little bit. Your current bassist and drummer joined the band just a couple of years ago. How has the addition of those guys kind of evolved the sound of the band? What have they brought to the table?
You know, having new people in the band is always, it all takes time and patience to integrate them in the band. You know, obviously. And however, I think of the band as of the lineup right now as very stable.
Yeah.
We're working on new songs already. The plan is to start recording in March next year.
Nice one.
For the first time in Sweden, Stockholm, with a producer. So it's an exciting journey that we took again. You know, working on new songs now.
Nice.
And as you know, the band's lineup has changed many times since the very beginning. Okay, so I should mention that I see the band as something bigger and more profound than the individuals being involved in it over a given period of time.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. Okay, so once they get to the energy, they really do what they do in a full consciously. Then I think it works, and I'm happy about it because it works right now.
Good.
Very good. Yeah.
Good, I'm glad. So talk about the music a little bit. Your last album, which was Rugia, I believe it's a continuation of the same themes on its predecessor albums, the Auric, Gates of Veles, which I remember them. You're focusing a little bit more on the pre-Christian history and the culture of the Slavic nations. How did you kind of decide to go into that topic?
Well, it's I'm from that land, let's say, from that part of the world. So I believe I have it in my genetic makeup, so to speak. Okay. Also, it's like discovering your deeper, more profound identity as well. So it's a very interesting exploration this way, and Slavic mythology is pretty unknown, I would say. But it's very interesting, very inspiring. It's like a collection of myths, stories, beliefs quite universal ones, but I use them as a frame to relate to more contemporary issues. And to express some, some more contemporary ideas. So it's not exactly reconstructing myths or mythologies, but getting inspired by them, doing something new.
So is it quite important for you to educate people with this kind of topic through hate? Have you found maybe other fans or just other people in general who didn't know about this kind of history and mythology before and have found out through hate? Have you found that people have taken that interest?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's there's a part of educational part in it as well. It's also very important for us as Slavic guys coming from that particular part of the world. So yes, it's both. It's definitely both. It's discovering some meanings for ourselves, and also for the others. And I believe everybody has some pagan element to their souls, to be discovered.
So when looking into the stuff that you've done for like Rugia and the previous albums, you've featured some of the people that you've kind of gotten involved with through discovering your history and mythology. You've included those people in the music videos. Is that quite important for you to maybe have these people involved as well?
Oh yeah, definitely, and I think in case of the new material, there will be a bigger circle of people involved in doing this with us.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, there'll be more, I think, folk elements to it.
Yeah,
definitely, and probably more Slavic themes, choirs.
Yeah.
So the new music is going to be more elaborate in this respect,
Yeah.
But it's pretty early to talk about to get into details now.
Yeah.
We'll see in the future.
So
still in the works.
I was going to ask you if there was any details you can share, but obviously it's very, very early days yet.
Oh, yeah.
But you're saying maybe fans can expect a little bit of experimentation, a little bit maybe.
Oh, definitely. It's making new material is always like a journey, and you make discoveries doing so, and sometimes you get surprised.
Yeah.
Also, So this is this element I like the most about creating new stuff. And we started like half a year ago working on the new songs. Now yes, we're pushing things forward, so I'm pretty sure that we'll be ready for the recording in March next year.
Yeah. So prior to that recording kind of period, are Hate doing some more kind of tour dates up until that point?
Oh yes. We've been doing some more festivals this summer, and then a tour in the US in September.
Yep.
With Cryptopsy.
Nice one.
Actually, for us, it's like a half a tour because our working visas ends on 19th September. So we have to skip the second part of this great tour.
Oh, that's a shame. That's very unfortunate.
Yeah. Still, it's a great opportunity being back to the United States for the second time after the pandemic.
Yeah.
So we're pushing things forward, and I'm very happy about it.
Yeah.
And then there'll be one more tour, probably European tour this year. Hasn't been announced yet, so in the future.
Yeah, so keep an eye out for that one.
Yeah, and then we'll probably be just focused on the new songs and on the new material until March, April next year, I think.
Yeah. So talk about touring a little bit. I noticed the last tour that you did with your very good friends Invader. You went to Australia and New Zealand for the first time. Do you enjoy getting to visit some new places that you've never been to before? And is there anywhere in the world that you haven't been to yet that you would like to visit?
Yeah, the first part of the question, yes, absolutely. I mean, it was an amazing tour. Very exotic, so to speak, okay?
Yeah.
Because we were on that tour. We were in visiting India and Indonesia and Singapore, and back to Japan and Australia. New Zealand was new for us. It was the first time we had an opportunity to visit there, amazing concerts, and I'm looking forward to being back in the future.
Awesome.
So yes, I feel like we have opened some new doors for the band doing this tour in far east.
Yeah, of course. And like I said as well, is there any countries that you have not been to yet that you would like to visit?
Oh yeah, there are some countries in South America, for example, we haven't been to yet. Colombia.